This is so true.
I'm just thinking, gotta be a little smarter. I should have. Anyway,
Gotta do what it do.
gotta do what it do. It's this last day of April.
Wow. Last day of April.
Last day of April?
Mm, kind of crazy.
You know what else is crazy? Is I watched the whole NFL draft.
Which happened just a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also crazy.
The fact that I watched the whole draft, I can't believe it.
Hey, it be the way.
Huh?
It be that way sometimes.
Yes, it is.
Most definitely be that way.
Mm-hmm.
But we do got a exciting show for you today. And
Got the music back.
we do got our music back. Matter of fact, let's start out with the music. That's the best way to do it. So, this is King Breezy Supreme growing up here on Drug Sports Live. So, I'm going to try to listen and check it out. Down.
Really?
Yes, it's about to go down. No, I said it's about to go down because the draft happened last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this week, Cincinnati, after drafting Joe Burrow, cuts Andy Dalton.
Well, that really couldn't have been a shock, right?
What I thought, look, if you didn't, they was trying to trade him because they didn't want to release it. They was trying to trade him. I give him that. It's not so much a shock, but it's just like now you have. At first, it was three quarterbacks, but now it's two. That's on the free agent market. That's Andy Dalton now and Cam
Cam
Newton.
Newton.
It would have been Jameis Winston, but he signed a 1 year deal to the Saints.
Oh joy, we get the defensive player of the year.
But see, think about this. You take away his. Don't you think about the 30 interceptions? That can be corrected, right?
Well, he got his vision corrected, so let's see.
I'm just saying. We blame. We can't blame half of those interceptions on him. Half of them is actually on the players.
Right, a lot of his teammates were not open. So again, we can blame it on some of them. So like I said, let's see how he performs. He's gonna be under the tutelage of Drew Brees, Sean Payton. So I'm willing to give him a shot to see how he's gonna perform in that system.
Are you now?
I am. What is that shocking to you?
Just a little bit.
I'm open to giving people a chance. I ain't mean.
Well, he gonna have to battle for it because you got Taysom Hill who got a 2 year deal to stay with the
Yeah.
Saints.
Taysom Hill got a 2 year, $21 million deal. He is now the highest paid backup.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, he's the highest paid.
I didn't know that.
16 million guaranteed. Yeah, he's the highest paid backup. Just it was the same thing they did last year when they had Teddy Bridgewater. They made Teddy Bridgewater the highest paid backup.
Well, because they
And
value their backups. Like
yeah,
we all seen Taysom Hill and Bridgewater in the games when Breeze was out. Support because I think one of those games he was using both of them in the same time. Like you didn't know who was there. I just had to
yeah.
look at the number. That was the only way for me to like know who was there. Because
Hey, it makes sense. I'm not mad, but yeah, but Taysom Hill is the highest paid backup. So let's see how it's going to go.
and then you add James Winston. That's what I said. Minus the interceptions, he's still an essentially good player.
Right. I can understand the interception.
And think about it. You're learning from a legend.
I mean, the all time. passing yards leader, all-time touchdown pass leader. So yeah, you're definitely learning from a legend. So I ain't mad at you.
So that's what I'm like. That's there. But where you think Cam Newton's gonna go, or do you think um Andy Dalton gonna get picked up first? Who
Yeah,
between the two, who you think gonna get picked up first?
it's bad to say, but I think Andy Dalton might get picked up before Cam Newton.
I have that feeling too, that hunch too, that he might get
I
picked up
really,
first.
yeah, and for some odd reason, I think he's gonna get picked up by the New England Patriots.
Now, now that you mentioned that, I can actually see him fitting that one who's an old head going with a legendary coach.
But I can honestly see because when you think about it, and when you think about it, Tom Brady is the GOAT, of course, because he has 6 Super Bowls. But when you think about it, Tom Brady has some standout games, but also there are many times Tom Brady was a game manager, and he was big on third down.
Yeah, big on
I
third down. Look,
I think if you put Andy Dalton in that same system, I think Andy Dalton can be that too because he can be a game manager, and he used to be big on third down. And if you got a legendary coach there to help you, I think that could be a successful pairing.
that could be a successful pairing, but it's also more of so okay, yeah. If Andy Dalton comes over, it's Belichick's like my system works with any quarterback. It doesn't matter who it is. What if it's Tom Brady or Andy Dalton or Jerry Stidham or Brian Hoyer? My
Right.
system works,
Yep.
and I think that's the proof because on top of that, they they didn't draft a quarterback in the draft either.
And I mean, and I know where this is all time, but speaking of the draft, Bill Belichick just letting his dog chill out.
Yeah, and off topic because we're talking about the Patriots
I mean, just the fact that he had his dog chilling out
during the
during
draft.
the draft, yeah.
Nah, I was like, okay,
Like as
Scruffy.
soon, as soon as it was the Patriots' turn, they pick come in, Bill Belichick just walk off.
I
I'm like,
he knew who he wanted, I guess.
I guess. So he's like, I ain't gotta be here.
And it was controversial with the kicker they drafted too, because of the tattoos. And
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you just got drafted and you already getting the headlines,
Nitpicking.
getting the media attention like all the wrong ways.
That is true.
But he said he's gonna get those tattoos removed.
I mean, I don't think he got removed. He ain't gonna get them removed. He probably gonna cover them up.
He gonna get them removed. He said he gonna get them removed or covered up somehow, some way. Cause that was a big tattoo. If you've seen it, it was
I
covered almost his forearm.
I did see it. I'm just saying, like, I
So
know
what can you do to cover that up though?
that removal gonna hurt.
Is either do that or you gonna do like Ball did with the BB Brown turned it to dice.
Do something. I'm saying that removal gonna hurt.
That it is, but
Hey, if he down for it, move on to him. I'm just saying, I'm making a little statement.
well, yeah. And then we did lose a long time fullback James Devlin, which due to neck injuries and you know post TB era. So it's like okay, we lost fullback, but in all actuality, I think that position is actually going away more and more. So it's like the fullback is an extra lineman or an extra receiver, or you got running backs that can block and run and catch the ball. So it's like that multi position. You don't need a big power, and you got power backs too that could just run right up the middle for a first down.
Right.
So fullbacks is basically just being used as extra blocking, just more of a blocking. So and like big ups to him on that long time Patriot. But yeah, it's that position is definitely going away.
And when you talk about retirement, also 49ers left tackle Joe Staley is retiring after 13 seasons due to injury concerns,
Yeah, and
which is also how the 49ers landed Trent Williams.
now it was kind of fun because he kind of announced his retirement after they got Trent Williams,
No, literally, like right after.
Who
Oh,
was
no, they're retiring.
what? Who was a draft stick? Because he wasn't gonna retire until they got somebody to replace him. That's what he said. But when you have so many injuries throughout your career,
It weighs on you.
it weighs. That's why not Andy Dalton, Andrew Luck retired.
I'm still gonna say Andy. Oh Lord, Andrew Luck. He tripped me out with that one during the preseason game.
Hey,
And then people's getting mad at him because they're like he retired during the game. I'm like, at least he retired during the preseason, not during an actual NFL game.
like who was that? Vontez? I mean, no, Vontae Davis
Oh no, he was straight petty fat.
retired at
And
halftime.
at halftime, you knew it was over. I think you knew it before the end, but okay, I'm not sure how that.
But that was during an actual game. Luck's case was during preseason. Those games
Right.
don't really count. It's more so you can see how these
That's
players
why.
are and how they gonna if they're gonna make the team or not.
Right. That's why I'm like, people was mad at him. I'm like, you can't be mad at him. Like he did it before, like the regular season. Give him a break.
That is true. And you wanna know what else is all crazy?
What's that?
Okay, so 3 years ago, or 3 or 4 years, well, 4 years ago, we had this lucrative draft: Trubisky, Watson, Mahomes, Miles Garrett, and more. This year is the year they pick up their fifth options.
And ding, 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 everybody but Mitchell Trubisky has had their fifth year option picked up.
Yeah, because Watson just had his picked up, and they're trying to work out a long term deal. The
Garrett had his picked up.
and the Joku had his picked up.
And the Chiefs picked up Mahomes. And everybody's like, well, duh.
Well, we knew that that was going to be the case, but so far their options have been picked up. Bears have until was it
May 15th.
May 15th? I thought it was
Yes.
Tuesday. That's a Tuesday, ain't it?
I don't think it's May 5th. I think it's May 15th.
Oh, they probably pushed it back because I'm like, I thought it was May 5th.
It could have been May 5th. But
But
anyway,
anyway, they have until May to pick up his option. And I don't know if they are trying to add more because they just added. So Bears got 9 tight ends on the roster right now. And
I'm glad you're on the subject of the Bears. I am very glad you're on the subject of the Bears. But continue. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
why?
interrupt.
Because the 9 tight ends on the roster, it was 10, but they waived one, so it's now 9.
Because what tripped me out is like what every year we seem to focus on one position. Like last year, we had 10 to 12 kickers on the team. Now we got like 10 tight ends on the team.
Well,
And
go ahead.
it's just ridiculous. And then you talk about, oh, yeah, we're gonna have an open quarterback competition. Why are you gonna have an open quarterback competition if you don't pick up his fifth year option? Then we're
Tyler
gonna
Bray.
have then we're gonna have Nick break collarbone Foles.
Tyler Bray. That's all I got to say. Tyler Bray.
Oh, oh please. Don't even start me.
No, I ain't gonna say Tyler Bray, but I got a feeling he gonna get his option picked up. He's just gonna be the last to get his option picked up.
So like the Bear, we gotta wait all the way till the 11th hour.
Hey, it be that way sometimes.
It shouldn't be.
That is true, but it is what it is, right?
True, it is what it is.
So we'll see, because it's a lot in store for the Bears. Like, we're getting closer and closer to maybe having sports back. We got it back overseas, so
Yeah,
patient.
it looks like I know we don't talk about, but NASCAR is looking to restart their season on May 7th with 7 races in 10 days without any fans, of course. The NFL, not the NFL, sorry, the NBA is looking to open up their facilities on May 8th, hopefully. And then even here in Chicago, the mayor of Chicago, Lori Lightfoot, said she could see baseball returning to Chicago just without fans, of course. So
Yeah,
we got
so we may get sports back. Um, but teams did start their virtual workouts this week. So basically, Zoom workout and the worst. But with these Bears though, so you got 9 tight ends, right?
hmm
You just picked up a wide receiver in Ted Ginn Jr., who ranks 25 in NFL history with 15,685 all-purpose yards. Reached a 1-year deal with the Bears. I actually think that's a pretty good pickup for them. Cause
Did you get again?
yes,
Oh, he left the Saints. Okay.
well the Saints waived him when they got Emmanuel Sanders last year,
Ah, that's true. Okay, my bad.
so that's a good
Okay.
pickup, and he's a fast, versatile 35-year-old veteran
He's
wide receiver.
he's
But
definitely a deep threat. Now all we need is a quarterback that can throw it to him.
and we might find that out. Look, he definitely can catch. He definitely can catch Trubisky's 10-yard overthrown passes.
Now who's study for that comment?
I was, but I'm just saying he can definitely catch they overthrown passes.
He definitely can.
So, and that makes him the older. He's the oldest player on the team now.
Wow, at 35, he's the oldest player on the team.
Yes.
But speaking of wide receivers, I have a bone to pick with Brandon Cooks. Because came out with a statement saying being traded 3 times means I'm really wanted.
You say you got a bone to pick with Brandon Cooks. Say that one more time.
Yeah, because he said he made the statement that being traded 3 times means that I'm loved and wanted.
How you
I
got a
said,
bone to pick with him because he said that?
because sometimes being traded 3 times don't mean that.
No, in a way it does. Cause think about it. Each time that he got traded, he done well with them with that team, right?
Okay, sure.
It means they didn't want to take a chance on nobody else. They took a chance on you. But he went to the Texans. This is where Bill O'Brien is.
Who had a meltdown during the draft because I guess the Lions were going to do a trade with them and then backed out at the last minute.
Oh, that sounds about right. But you gotta think, okay,
But but this is how funny this is. When you're like watch the draft and you see like the owner and the GM and the coach, and then you look at Bill O'Brien and it's just him on the screen for the Texans because he's the GM and the coach.
well, you seen the owner too, I think.
But I don't think the owner was up there for Texas.
Look, I think.
I seriously don't think the owner was up there for Texas. I promise I think it was straight Bill O'Brien.
Okay, either still, why do you think
That
he's losing players? Because they declined the option on uh
Gary
Gary,
Conley.
yeah, Garyon Clowney, and Jonathan Joseph didn't resign with the Texans, who he been with for a long time. He decided to go to the Titans.
He's doing something to rub these players the wrong way because even DeAndre Hopkins, star wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, who they traded to the Cardinals, um, even he came out and said him and Bill O'Brien had no relationship. So I don't know what he's doing to these players, but it's clearly not in the benefit of the team because if your players don't like you or like the moves you're doing, it's time you be fired as a GM
And
or the coach or both,
here's another one. They even released their starting safety, Tyshawn Gibson. Even though you picked up some more in the draft, but you released your starting safety.
That's crazy. And all he keeps saying is that like when they released no not released but traded DeAndre Hopkins, they said, oh, he wanted more money and we don't do that. But you gave JJ Watt more money. And JJ Watt, who loved JJ Watt, really good person, philanthropist player, but he hasn't been healthy the last few years.
I think last year was his first year being healthy. Oh no, he was out at the beginning of the season and then
Yeah,
came
he's
back.
a, yeah.
But
So
he still does numbers. It's not like unlike with JJ White, like prime example, he's able to come back and just go right like he never left.
right, true.
So I give him that.
I give him that too. I mean, he's a great player, everything. But I'm just saying, like, I just think it's kind of weird what he does for certain players in certain times. That's my point.
This is true. And since we speaking about draft and what he does for players, Matt Rule first year with the Panthers took 7 picks on defense. All seven was the first to use all 7 of his picks on defense during its 2020 draft that happened last week.
But look, I will say you need defense. And that was a lot of their needs. If you looked at the needs for each team,
Yeah.
a lot of their team need was defense. So
So what you think about the draft? Like, do you think most teams got their needs, or
yeah, this was the first draft I think I've actually watched in full where each team got most of what they needed.
some teams did make a couple of picks? And I'm like, why?
Oh, let how about the Green Bay Packers?
So yeah, the Green Bay Packers they picked up who is it? Jordan Love.
Yes, Utah State quarterback Jordan Love, who Utah State was his one offer coming out of high school. That was his only offer.
He has a strong arm, but here's the kicker: the same age that Brett Favre was
When they drafted Aaron Rodgers.
is now Aaron Rodgers when they drafted Jordan Love.
Yeah, and a lot of people are just like a lot of people are literally scratching their head. Because I mean when I saw it, I was like and they traded up to get him. That was the thing I think that got everybody, but that they traded up to get Jordan Love. Because when they drafted Aaron Rodgers, they didn't move up to get Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, luck just fell to them. So I mean, and so then a columnist for the Green Bay Packers came out, wrote an article saying that Matt LaFleur is over Aaron Rodgers' passive aggressive act. He wants some this way that way. And I'm just like, this is my thing. You got a head coaching job after coaching the 27th ranked offense for the Tennessee Titans, and you were an offensive coordinator for the Rams before that. It's your first year. You come in and you're like, you go 13-3. You gonna make it to the NFC Championship game. Great, beautiful. I just feel like for you to come in and then after that, now you want a new quarterback. You like we all understand Aaron Rodgers' personality can be off-putting at times.
It can be off-putting, but think about this though.
But he's still elite. The man ain't threw double-digit interceptions since 2010. That was the year they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, each season he throw maybe 3, maybe 4 at the most. But think about that. It's not to replace Aaron Rodgers. Think about it. As they get older, their tendencies tend to change.
And I get that, and I understand that. But I'm saying, okay, he's gonna be. But if he was there at whenever you guys want to draft him, I still think like with your number one, with your first round pick, it's a deep wide receiver class. You need a wide receiver. You should have picked up a wide receiver. Like,
Oh wait, they didn't draft a wide receiver at all.
no, they drafted Love. They drafted a running back, and I think a center. No, I don't think it was a center. I think it was a guard. Something else they drafted. I can't think of all their draft, but their need, like team needs wide receiver.
I got you covered. Hold on.
Like all you have is like Devontae Adams. Like you have gave the man no first round talent since he took over, and I'm like the one time you have an opportunity to get one of the deepest wide receiver classes in history, or one of you don't draft a receiver at all.
No, they didn't. They drafted a tight end, offensive tackle, linebacker, and defensive end. They they might be trying to go through get the undrafted free agents.
I get that, but still.
But yeah, they may be trying to undraft free agents, but they did need a wide receiver. And who was it? Another team didn't draft a quarterback when they needed a quarterback. Was it the Colts? No, not the Colts.
Or was that the Eagles?
I think it was the Eagles. So, somebody, whoever, I think which one of those teams needed. They didn't draft what they like the main position that they needed. Like
I think it was the Eagles because I honestly think it was the Eagles because they drafted quarterback Oklahoma quarterback Jalen Hurts. But I can see why they did that because Jalen Hurts could be another Taysom Hill.
that. Well, not
Not exactly, but he can run.
not
So
as
they can,
yeah. He can be a scrambler quarterback,
yeah,
but I was gonna say the person that be like Taysom Hill is Lyndon Bolden. He can
yeah,
be definitely be Taysom Hill type back.
yeah. Because there was one game we watched when he was getting before he got drafted, where he literally was the quarterback,
One
and it
play.
ended up quarterback one play, and it ended up wide receiver on the same exact play. I was like, wait, what?
Well, it was the next play. So he got a first down as the receiver. Then the next play, he was the quarterback. Like I literally seen him come in. Was like, all right. I was like, wait a minute. I stopped and paused. Like, wait a minute. Rewind. Did he literally just
Catch the ball?
catch the ball? And then next play, he throwing the ball.
Yeah.
He can be a versatile player. Like I can see him, um, you know, making big moves there.
Oh, he gonna make big moves.
So that I can see. I can see that happening.
Oh, oh, you want to know the other head scratching pick was um was the Oakland Raiders drafting Damian Arnett at number 19 in the first round, when everybody said he was like a day two guy.
Yeah, I was not expecting him. Like watching the combat, I was not expecting him to be first
To
round
go
pick.
to go that high?
Yeah, but that was the pick they got from us from Chicago.
Yeah, for a Khalil Mack trade.
I like it.
Look,
So,
look, I have no problem. Y'all gift drafted us Khalil Mack, so cool. We'll take it.
but yeah, that was it was like the draft was interesting. It was a lot of trade ups, a lot of things went like,
A lot of trade ups, just a lot of things happened that I wasn't expecting to happen.
but we didn't have, like I said, we didn't have. So like I said earlier, fullback position, nobody drafted from that.
It was only what, two centers taken?
No, there's a few centers taken. It was like two, three,
I know the
four,
Saints
five,
took
six,
one.
7, 8. 8 centers taken.
Oh, okay.
A lot of defensive end players and a lot of defensive tackles and linebackers. You can have it. And only 3 punters was taken. So, or I should say, field goal kickers or place kickers is what they call them, and 2 punters.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's the punter? Was it Brandon Mann, the punter that did 25 reps in the combine?
Oh,
I don't remember which punter that was. I know it was a
okay.
kicker. That's all I know.
Right. I can't think of who it is. I know who you're talking about. I just don't know who exactly.
So one of my friends, Brian Knight, asked what we thought about the Bears draft pick. I actually like Cole Campbell. Like the first Bears draft picks, I like what they got from them because they didn't focus on the need like besides if you look at the tight end breakdown, you got uh Graham, Demetrius Harris for 1 and 2, and then you bring Cole Comment in. I like that pickup, but then also like who they picked up from at the cornerback position, Jalen Johnson from Utah, as well as Kendall Viter. So I love all those.
I don't like the signing you just told me about John Jenkins.
You know, like the John Jenkins sign.
After what you told me about him in Miami, no.
What? Think about it. Person needs a new saying view, but it's more so like because they signed him to a 1 year deal, they might use him as a package to give other players a break.
I understand that. But still, I don't know how I feel about that.
Hey, they he may not make the team. You got to think about it that way too, because they did sign a lot of people, and for the most part, the Bears picked up mostly what they need because their main thing was offensive tackle, tight end, and offensive
Hmm.
linebacker. They didn't pick up a defensive end or safety, but
They picked up most of what they needed.
they picked up, yeah, 3 of the 5 things that they needed. And
For them, I will take it.
yeah, I'll take it
Yeah.
too. Like we
Right.
picked up one wide receiver, but for him to get picked up in the 5th round, they had to see something in him to take him off the board. Like, okay, we're gonna draft you.
Right.
Well, I seen something in him.
I,
He's an
look,
undersized slot receiver, but he has top end speed, quickness, big hands.
we will definitely take it. And then, speaking of like a lot, there have been like a lot of players getting released. You have the Chiefs who released punter Dustin Kulickett after 15 years.
Yeah, because they had drafted like they gonna probably go younger, but after 15
Yeah.
season, you released him. Um,
The Seahawks cut starters, center Justin Britt, and then right guard DJ Fluker.
but the Ravens also picked up Fluke. The moment he got
Release
released, Ravens picked
and
him up.
yeah,
So it's like, yeah, let's see. Also on top of that, LSU um Thaddeus
that is
Moss is a
lost.
Redskin. He's an undrafted free agent. So
Yep, he got picked up by the Redskins. So shout out to him. That is, of course, the son of Hall of Famer Randy Moss. So let's see how he performs.
and by the way, when I say 14 LSU players went in this draft,
Yeah.
some are offense and some are defense,
Yep.
which is kind of crazy, but was that the most in a 7 round draft?
Yes. And I mean, I think it was just 14 players overall from SEC, the SEC conference. Cause,
Still, they're all
cause,
those 14 from LSU. That's what I'm saying. 14 from LSU.
right. But I mean, think about this though. When you watch the draft, everything was the first 3 rounds, I kid you not, was Alabama, LSU. Alabama, LSU.
Well, no, it was no. You that's correct. That it was Alabama, LSU, and Clemson
Okay, Clemson. And
and Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, you had that, but you also had what is it? You had that. You had who was it? I'm trying to think. Help me out here. Oh, Tua Tagovailoa, who went to the Miami Dolphins. So, uh,
Yeah, it was a pretty nifty draft,
draft. And
and
most of you all know everybody we're talking about because you listen and watched along with us as we watched the draft.
True.
Because we had our big draft special.
And then speaking of draft, Cowboys CeeDee Lamb is being given number 88.
Number 88. And if everybody doesn't know, but number 88 was worn by Cowboys legend, Hall of Famer Michael Irving. It was also worn by Dez Bryant.
And
As you know.
there was one more person, Drew Pearson, who was worn by too.
Right.
They're all so Drew Pearson. If you go down that list, Drew Pearson is in the Ring of Honor. Michael Irvin led receiving Hall of Famer and led receiving yards, right?
Yep.
Dez Bryant led with touchdown passes called for touchdowns.
Right. So he's definitely got some history to live up to.
And here's another reason. Jerry Jones asked some Percy to get number 88. And here's a reason why. That I just figured out and I thought about it. Jerry Jones used to go to the University of Arkansas, right?
Uh-huh.
And I think he used to play football then.
And that was his number 88?
Number 88 was one of his friends, Jeremy Lamb.
Oh.
That had passed away, and he asked CeeDee Lamb to get number 88. Which, get it? CeeDee Lamb? Jeremy Lamb?
Yeah, 88. I got it.
So it was more of a way to pay homage to his friend that Jerry Jones lost.
Okay, that's awesome.
And kind of thought that was like when I thought about it, I'm like, wait, his last name was Lamb. He did have number 88 at the University of Arkansas. Hence, CeeDee Lamb is gifted with number 8 because he was thinking about either number 10, like wearing number 10 all through college. He was thinking about going to number 10. Because you too much don't have like single digit receivers.
No, they're always a double digit.
So I liked that move. On top of that.
Classic move by Jerry Jones. Shout out to Jerry Jones.
Yep.
Y'all Libra brothers.
Hey.
I'm just saying, you, Stephen A. Smith, Jerry Jones, y'all birthdays is in a row.
That is true.
11, 12, 13.
I like that though.
I should know Stephen A. was a Libra with the way he acts.
Hey, what that mean? Hold up. How he act?
Crazy.
So you trying to say I'm crazy?
Yep.
Oh nah, you ain't right.
Oh, calm down.
I'm not crazy. I'm just me.
No, you crazy.
I'm not as crazy as Brashard Breeland, the Chiefs cornerback who's facing charges right now, or as Telvin Smith, who's
what they do.
So Brashard Breeland, Chiefs cornerback, right? He's facing resisting arrest, marijuana.
Okay.
He only had like 10 grams of marijuana. Driver without a license.
Oh God, okay.
And when I look at the report, it was like he pushed, like he was saying someone was throwing his car, he trying to get away. He ain't do this. He pushing the officer. He just not resisting arrest. When they pulled out his firearm, that's when he decided to put his hands up because they tried to tase him, and I guess it ain't work. And yeah, so it's just like, okay, granted you won't get in trouble for the marijuana thing, but you gonna definitely get punished.
I mean, yeah, I don't understand.
As I said, and then for Tevin Smith, who took a year off this past season, or last year, since this new NFL year, he took a year off to try to find himself, to get back right, to get back. And he's been arrested for sexual misconduct of a minor charges.
Oh boy.
So, granted, you was trying to come back. You was thinking about coming back, and they got you on the reserve retired list. So if you come back, you come back to that team. He played with the Jaguars too,
Right.
and he was pretty good. But then just decided to take a year off.
All right.
So it's like, granted, the new CBA rules, you won't necessarily get penalized for the marijuana, but doing all that other stuff, you're still gonna get penalized. And it's like, why? You guys are celebrities. Like, lead by example.
Yeah, lead by example. Don't do anything like that.
Let me rephrase that. Lead by example in a good way, the good, positive way.
Right.
Because somebody be like, oh, you told me, you said lead by example, so I followed his example and did what he did. No. You lead by example in a positive way. So those players got their struggles. But back on the positive side of things, Chargers hire Pep Hamilton as QB coach. Why is that significant for the Chargers?
Why is that name significant?
Oh yeah.
Because.
Why is the name significant?
Mm-hmm.
He was the XFL head coach for the DC Defenders.
Okay.
Since XFL declared bankruptcy and basically just said, no, ain't gonna be no return. This is what it is. He goes over to the Chargers coach. Now, he was under the Browns as assistant head coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then on the Colts as offensive coordinator. So he has the experience. And
Right.
who is it over there? Tyrod Taylor?
Yes.
It will give you a good way to bond with Tyrod Taylor, since Tyrod is taking the reins of the team right now.
That is true.
So I think Pep Hamilton was a good pickup for them. And it also gives somebody from the XFL, one of the coaches that was there, back over. Now, would you see Mark Trestman come back over and coach in the NFL?
I hope not.
Because he was in the XFL as a head coach.
Was he?
Yes.
Huh.
See? Little fact you didn't know.
You're right. I didn't know that.
And Giants used unrestricted free agent tender on offensive linebacker Marcus Golden. Why?
Why do you say why?
Why are you using a tender on him?
Is he no good?
He's pretty good. He's pretty decent. Good enough.
Okay.
I guess it's like they still trying to free up space, so you got to use tenders and stuff like that. That
True
tender's
that.
not really used as much, but so it's like you got to free up space. And then in our NBA and WNBA, New York Liberty waived Taylor Hill after getting her in the trade during the draft. Or the trade before the draft.
Okay.
Ooh, you said okay, I was getting a little twisted there, but she used the definition of she was injury prone. Like, she had good solid season, but you played a total of 34 games in the few seasons that you've been in the league.
Definitely injury prone.
So they got rid of her. Dallas Wings waived Keila Davis after 3 seasons with the team.
Okay. Mercury's Diana Taurasi.
Nope, Taurasi. I'm sorry.
Taurasi. Calling for women investors.
Yeah, she wants to see more women investing with ownership and stuff like that. But I often say, if you think about it, ain't Jeannie Buss is a female?
Yes, she is, and she's running the Lakers organization. Speaking of the Lakers, they gave back the $4.6 million that they received from the government due to the issues with the pandemic going on. And And I just have to say, the Lakers did the right thing. Because I mean, it's the Lakers. Do y'all understand $4.6 million was like $400 to the Lakers?
Well, that is true, and they they gave it back because they heard it was being depleted, so they gave it to like no, give it to the people who actually need it, not us.
Right. And that's the thing. When you look at this now, you seeing a lot of these big businesses that are getting the money that are like, we're going to be fine. Give it to the small businesses. Give it to my owner, please.
Because you want to get paid again, that's all.
That's a valid point, but she also could use the money to keep her business going. So yeah,
Yeah, you want to. It's basically you want to help out at the same time. That's what
right.
that is.
Yes. But in other major news, what do you think about the G League Pathway program?
I seen because they
Oh,
just got another player, so now they have three players from that. They got 5-star recruit Dashin Nix now.
is going to the G League instead of UCLA. He decommitted from UCLA. And how worried do you think this should make the NCAA? Because now you have this G League Pathway program.
I don't think it's gonna affect NCAA still too much because think about it. You got some people that are like, oh, they just fresh out of high school, so they want to go to like UCLA. I was gonna say Notre Dame, UCLA, Duke, Kansas, UConn, Oklahoma. They want to go and learn from these coaches before they make the next step. But with the G League pathways, though, it's like it's just taking the players who's eager. It's just giving them a pathway. Like if you're eager and your dream is to play in the NBA and you're eager to do it,
I mean, it's basically giving people the option of coming into the league out of high school without physically going into the NBA. You're going to the G League.
right? That's so I'm like,
'Cause, I mean, think about it. Before, like they did the one and done, you had players like, the late great Kobe Bryant. They came straight out of high school. I think, was it LeBron's class that was the last group to come out of high school?
either LeBron's class or after that, but I believe so because, like I say, they don't do the high school players coming out of high school anymore.
Right, because I know LeBron came. I know LeBron came straight out of high school, but then like you had Dwayne Wade, he came out of college. You had Melo that came out of Syracuse.
Yeah, so it's a split difference between another great like Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett came out of high school, Farragut Academy. He spent
Right.
from Chicago. So
True. Yeah.
you like it like I said, it's a way to be for the ones that's eager to like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be an NBA player. Give them that experience. They get the real life NBA experience because how like I
And
know
I think it's also because they're getting paid.
yeah, they are getting paid because the top. If you're a top recruit, you're getting up to 500,000 or whatever.
Right.
They're getting paid. That is true, but and it's like I say, you developing by playing with other NBA players or like NBA players that was in the league but in the G League too. That way, because you get that NBA experience. Like I said, players come down, players get called up, players get sent down. So
Right.
I think it's a good benefit, but I really don't think it's going to affect NCAA much. It may hinder them a little bit because now they're competing with the G League Pathways program to get 5-star recruits. But you gonna have players because you got some of these players like or some of these prospects and future players they look up to like Kobe Bryant, so they may try to go out to high school or they feel like they need to be developed a little bit more, so they don't go through college and
Right.
then try to draft. If they don't get drafted, they'll go through the G League. So it just really depends on the will of the person and who they talking to. So either way, I think both programs will still succeed, and this is the first time that they're doing this G League Pathways program.
Right.
So it's a good benefits for that. Speaking of benefits, all these players that's been getting these portable rings is staying home, staying in shape during this lockdown right now. NBA
Mhm.
players like Zion Williams, He's like because he was out pretty much most of the season. Came back and been averaging 21-point games since he came back, and it's like, well, I'm gonna say, yeah, he was out quite a few games. He was out quite a few months. Let's put it that way. He came back. He was like, oh yeah, never know when the season come back. Because remember, they was on the bubble for going for that last playoff spot too. So
Right.
he was like, I'm just gonna stay in shape and be ready. And that's why I say he used a portable rim. Hey, we had Butler sending portable rims to his teammates. So now that they got portable rims, and they also had workout equipment sent to them so they can do workouts in their house. Now it's up to you guys to use it, because I feel like Chris Paul said, these players gonna need a couple weeks just to get
Get it
ready,
together. Yeah.
because you're gonna be shooting rust. Hey, some may, some may not. Some people, they gonna be eager just to get back on the hardwood. They haven't been on the hardwood in so long. It's only been 2 months?
Yep.
Yeah, they ain't been on the hardwood in 2 months, so they eager. Of
They're
course,
very eager.
because not all players got these fancy half a court basketball court set up in their house. Paul Pierce got a nice court set up. Chris Paul got
Yeah.
a nice court set up. And I
I
think
mean, even Zach LaVine got a nice court set up.
right. So it's not, it's not the end of the world. Like we said earlier, facilities may be opening up around May 8th, which allow people to go in to work out. If that happens, and let's say my gym opens, because I work at the University of Chicago, I'm going to work out.
We know.
I'm going to work out with the quickness.
We know.
And, with this lockdown in effect, we do have many National Basketball League players opting out their contracts. You know why they're opting out? Because the latest one to opt out of their contract was Bryce Cotton. But they're opting out because the simple fact their salary is going to be cut in half. So if you're receiving $200,000 or more, they're going to cut that in half.
Right. Which is understandable. But I mean, a lot of people are not taking salary because we moved away from the NFL. But Roger Goodell, he has not been taking the salary for a while. So,
Right. He opted out to do that, but he's just saying help others, keep others paid. But
yep.
he still do it. Some of the, it's some people who do that. Like, they willing, if they can survive without that, yeah, they're willing to do that.
Yeah, makes sense though. Totally makes sense.
So that makes sense. Everything makes sense. You know what? We gonna make sense of this next week. Go. See how I did that? You like how I did that?
Nice segue.
I know,
Nice
right?
segue.
Yeah, we gonna make sense of this next week. Catch me, Dante Payne, and the lovely Brianna Murray next
Of
week.
course, we'll see y'all next week. Hopefully, we'll be in the same place.
We can be in the same place. We lovers, so we can do that. But we'll catch you guys next week here on Dragon Sports Live.
See y'all.
And that's a wrap, guys.
Woohoo! Nice work.